My mom said I should do overtime for free. Basically, my company pays up to 8 hours of overtime. She said I should work 15 hours of overtime. So work 7 hours completely free. I told her I don't even use the 8 hours of overtime unless I really have to. She said that successful people work more and will get recognized and promoted faster. I told her companies don't reward employees for working more. They just give them more work instead. Am I wrong or is she wrong? She is wrong. She is flat out dead wrong. Companies don't reward hard work, they exploit it. Why would a company promote someone who is working extra for free? They are more likely to keep you where you are and benefit from your free hours. Boomer mentality. You'll be abused. Today's bosses aren't her friends' parents. They are executives in offices cutting budgets to improve their stock. Impressing a manager does nothing. Jobs don't last. Few people have a single lifetime career these days. Don't work your way up. Work your way in to a place you want to be so you're not miserable. Work towards your interests. Do not work for free. Period. Out of respect for yourself and your time. Furthermore, if you are in the United States, any overtime you work beyond 8 hours needs to be paid under federal law. Report any unpaid overtime to the Wage and Hour Division, especially including any retaliation done by your company in response. And they're likely to pass it on to an investigator, especially if there is retaliation. She is very wrong. Do not listen to mom. Your mother might have been correct in 1970. Not today. Your mom probably makes less than new hires. There's no loyalty in capitalism. Should give your mom an application form and tell her to go ahead. She's completely wrong. My dad once told me pretty much the same thing. I think it might be a boomer thing. I told him that I don't work for free. Sounds like a classic case of work smarter, not harder. If you're giving up your personal time to work for free, make sure it's for something you're passionate about, not just to climb the corporate ladder. Also, just remember that time is the only non-renewable resource we have. You will be asked to work overtime first before they ask anyone else. Once they know you will do it for free, why would they ask others before they ask you? My work pays 8 hours of OT at $150. Then it pays any additional OT at $200. If your company doesn't pay OT past 8 hours, that's a clear signal they don't want you working more than that. Tell your mom she can work extra at her job and maybe stop discussing your hours with her. Unpaid labor has another name: slavery. Your mother is stupid and a big part of the problem. You should show her the responses here. Let her know she's a delusional. I can't tell you how many times going above and beyond for a company has only hurt me. In the old days, hard work was rewarded, but now it is every man, woman, and child for themselves. The only advice my dad ever gave me when it came to work was work harder than everyone else and they will promote you, and that's how you will get ahead. I sadly followed his advice for years as a young kid, and guess what? Surprise, Dad. It didn't work. They just ended up expecting more and gave me nothing. Your mom has been brainwashed by corporate America. She is wrong on so many levels. I would probably grab the OT assuming I could fuck off for most of it. However, your mom is wrong. Tell her you work in dystopian post-capitalist serfdom and owe your employer nothing you are not compensated for. Then ask her, who historically worked for free, and if that's all she aspires for her offspring. Is she an incredibly successful executive or CEO? Ask your mom what working overtime ever got her. Your mom is what's wrong with this world. We should be aiming at little work as possible to survive so we can actually live a life, but instead we have people like her glorifying the grind. The grind gets you nowhere except an early grave. Working off the clock creates a liability for the company in so many ways. Do not do it. Hard workers get rewarded with more work. She's wrong. If you want to get ahead, you are better off using those 7 hours getting education or new and better skills that make you more valuable in the job market. They reward you with more work, but not more compensation. Hey, should we promote that guy that keeps working for free and lose out on the free work? No. She said that successful people work more and will get recognized and promoted faster. X200B. I don't want to be successful. I want to be able to pay my bills and enjoy my life. That's not the same, and it's a fallacy to assume it is. Okay, Mom. Time to get you back to the nursing home. Unfortunately, your mom is wrong. Things have changed. That attitude might still work in certain industries like law or banking. But for the rest of us, working for free is exploitation, and the company will forget that shit the minute it's convenient for them and still screw you over. If they make money, you make money. No exceptions. No, no, no. You never work for free. Their time is valuable. Why isn't yours just as valuable? They pay you to use your labor. It's a transaction. Period. None of this company is like a second family, etc. There is no loyalty to the company stuff. Because they show none in return. They will let you go the second it benefits them. With no thought to how you're gonna get by. They will also use you and call you to come in on days off, etc. Unless you stand up for yourself too. Your mom is woefully outdated on how the world works now. She is absolutely wrong in setting you up to be exploited at every job you will ever have. She is so wrong. Depends on the company. Depends on your boss. You are the judge of that. Usually companies take and don't even bother to say thank you. Edit don't work for free. It's not worth it. Your mom is talking about a time way back when working harder got you recognized and promoted. Eventually you also made more money as well. That time is long over. Now the best coal shoveler just gets a bigger shovel. Your mom is a moron. Every hour you work is an hour of your life. So you charge dollars for those hours you spend at that work. She's operating off the boomer notion that hard work reward. Never ever work for free. She is 100 wrong, and I guarantee you she never had to do what she was saying you should do. You don't get promoted for working more. Working more for the same or no pay means your boss can get more work from you without having to pay more. Also, keep in mind that if you're too valuable in your current role, you will not get promoted. Promotions are generally given to people who appear hardworking yet find plenty of time to schmooze with the bosses. The people who are out there doing the work to a high standard will get trapped there because either the bosses don't notice them because they're too busy working, or because if they got promoted, who would do their work? If you put in extra work for free, they'll reward you with more work. And if you ever want to go back to not doing extra work for free, they'll get all pissy about it. I have a coworker who does a lot of extra work for free. And the boss is asking me why I don't go above and beyond for the company. It's mostly because I'm there for the paycheck, and working for free doesn't make for more pay. Complete boomer logic. Your mom couldn't be more wrong. Especially in this day and age. Did she ever work free hours and then get promoted? I bet she thinks turning up uninvited and demanding to shake the hand of the manager will get you a job. Sorry, mate. Just nod and smile.